question for you, babe. If it ain't love, why does it feel so good? Why does it feel so good?
Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another Clash Royale episode. So, before we get things started off today, I'd just like to let you all know some bad news. Recently, a dear friend of mine and a loyal viewer has passed away. So, Madara, or as he was known in real life, Jesse, yeah, it was terrible timing, man. He passed away sometime between this Monday and Wednesday. I only found out like yesterday, so yeah, it's not such a good thing to find out. So I hope that his family and friends, well, closer friends, could at least find some relief sometime soon, because it's not an easy thing to lose someone you're close to at a very early age. I didn't know him for too long, but he was a really nice guy, so yeah, he'll be missed. So anyways, back to the video here. The deck I'm running here from the draft with the Bandit, I have no idea what the hell I'm supposed to do. All I know is I can keep chipping away with the Goblin Hut, but my opponent here has the Inferno Tower, the Lumberjack, and the Ice Golem here, so my Skeleton Army has no chance. My Goblins will just go down really quickly. The Bandit can also chop up things, as well as the Ice Spirit can just stall really well. So yeah, I got a graveyard on my side here, and it's not so pleasant to just see a graveyard come down, but I just decided to keep swarming my opponent over and over. So yeah, eventually I will just try to just get that one little spear or two onto the tower. Chip damage actually goes a long way, but it's just really annoying to deal with and really hard to pull off at times, because depending on your opponent's deck, you might not get any chip damage at all and you're just wasting elixir constantly. But keep in mind this position I'm putting the Spear Goblin Hut here. So if your opponent has something that you really need to pull, like a Prince, a Bandit, a Lumberjack, any sort of actual troop that attacks other troops, keep placing it in the middle. So yeah, the building just has to poke out a little bit from the crown tower so that it might actually get the attention of most things. And yeah, I'm just trying my best here to chip away at that Inferno Tower so that my Spear Goblins and stuff could just keep getting onto the other side. Thankfully I was able to get to these skeletons here, well, the Skeleton Army, and my opponent's only real counter to those are the Ice Wizard, Ice Spirit, and Ice Golem, but they couldn't help him out there in that situation. So I'm just stockpiling Teslas here and just dropping them at the bridge. I couldn't really care anymore where I drop them, because they'll stay hidden until something comes within range, so it doesn't matter anyway. So yeah, we got these Spear Goblins just trickling in, trying to just keep everything at bay, and I'm just building up on these Goblin Huts. Now I'm not sure why, but for whatever reason I thought I gave him a lightning, so I was really scared to place my buildings together. But it was good that I thought that, because if you place too many buildings too close together to the arena tower, you're just gonna get lots of value. I tried to log, yeah, I mistimed the log. If you're gonna log a Bandit, you have to log her really early. So like from the time you hear her starting to charge up, that's the time you have to log or zap to disarm it temporarily. But she charges up really quick, man. It's like 2 to 3 seconds she charges up and she's good to go. But honestly, a better course of action is just to use a Skeleton Army, guards, melee goblins, goblin gang, those sorts of stuff that just swarm. So yeah, look at how many goblins I have going up, but the Ice Golem, the Ice Wizard combo here is just shutting me down here. So yeah, I didn't want the archer to just try and tear through my defenses, so I placed the archers just to try to get rid of it a little bit faster. And now again, you'll get to see how much value he's getting out of this Ice Golem. It's just shutting down everything. I'm just practically throwing out everything I have and just keep cycling back to my Goblin Huts, because eventually he won't be able to deal with the swarm. And now that I have the Princess down, yeah, the log, it kinda worked out. I mean, it didn't hit the Bandit, but it got some stuff out of the way. I'm just cycling here and just dropping my princesses. They're on the tower, and everything's just going haywire. You see, everything was just building up slowly on my side until everything just broke through at that one point. So yeah, there wasn't anything he could do. I was just spamming him too much for him to make any sort of real push. So we'll get right into the next fight in just a sec. Okay, so we're back, and Battle Ram or Bandit? I choose the Battle Ram here because I'm thinking it can screw over the Bandit more. So, Hog Rider now or Goblin Barrel? Now this was a tough one, but I was like, you know what? Even though they both target buildings, I'll go with the Hog, just to be annoying. And now, Spear Gobs or Ice Golem. I have enough things that target buildings, so Spear Gobs please. And the Witch was just good overall. Witch is a really great card, and she's good at stopping the bandits, so I just had to choose her. So my opponent here gives me an elixir pump, which I was really thankful for, but he tries really early here to punish me by dropping the bandit here and the goblin barrel and the dark prince. Yeah, it was actually a decent threat to me. So I dropped the battle ram here to try and shove the dark prince off my tower and get it distracted. But sadly, he has the tornado and it's ready, and it's just gonna pull everything into the center there a little bit, and he's just gonna drop an ice golem basically and defend perfectly. So he did a great job there on defense, but since he used his tornado, I was like, you know what, screw it, let's go Hog Rider on the other lane just to try to get some pressure up. And seeing that I have a lot of elixir here, I pump up again. Whenever you're playing with a pump, I guess you want to just stockpile on pumps until your opponent just can't do much. Like, you can just overflow them in the long run with just constant waves of troops coming out because he just defended the pump throughout the match. So yeah, the pump actually wasn't a great idea because look at what he does here. He does the same push again. I tried to counter it, but I also decided, you know, let's go Hog Rider. What I failed to realize is how much of a threat the Goblin Barrel was. So they just teared up my tower really bad. So I wasn't gonna get mad. I was like, you know what, let's keep calm. We got elixir pumps. We have Witch, Mini P.E.K.K.A. and some other good cards. So let's just keep pumping and pumping and pumping. I'm just gonna keep pumping over and over till last second. And then I'm just gonna start aggressing just a little bit. And now he sees this push as a threat, so I fireball that minion horde away, but nothing makes it to the tower. So yeah, that kind of went to waste really. I mean, the minions did get some chip damage, which was nice, but it didn't do too much for me. So we're just gonna continue pumping again. Like I said, the pumps just have to keep coming. You just want to keep those pumps going. So as long as you have pumps, you have a good fighting chance. I'm dropping the battle ram here now. I'm not sure why he tornadoed, like what was his plan of action, but I guess he didn't realize the battle ram goes towards buildings. So yeah, good job dude, well played my man Nikos. You did good. That was the best thing you could have done, right? I'm just kidding. So we're getting ready to push again, so I dropped the witch all the way in the back there, and I'm just cycling to the battle ram because I realized he couldn't defend it well. So we got the battle ram coming in and a Hog Rider, but he tornadoes everything. And now he sees this as a chance to try and use the bandit here since I used my witch and stuff. But I was like, you know what dude, screw you, I'm dropping a mini P.E.K.K.A. So yeah, the mini P.E.K.K.A. just presented a threat to him, and he sees it so much of a deadly thing, he wastes his goblin barrel on it. Not sure why he wastes the goblin barrel of all things, but you do you, man. So I'm coming in with the battle ram, and the hog got wrecked again. The tornado plays, man, he's just getting a lot of value, and the log as well. So he's just trying his best to defend, but keep in mind, I'm pumping up this whole time still. We got 3 pumps kicking, and I'm just continuously pushing here. So he drops a random minion horde and a bandit. I fireball. Luckily the bandit takes some damage, but he shouldn't have committed there because look what I'm about to do, guys. Look, the mini P.E.K.K.A., the battle ram, and on top of that a Hog Rider, and he has no tornado. And look at this, boom, the battle ram, the hog just shoved the mini P.E.K.K.A. towards the tower, and boom, it just goes down. So I'm not sure if it's the charge attack or the mini P.E.K.K.A. swing, but that tower just got wrecked. Alright guys, so we're on to the third battle here, and this one, my god, this one was really annoying, honestly. My opponent here, I gave him the Royal Giant freeze. I think I gave him the Mega Minion as well. Yeah, I did give him the Mega Minion. And I was like, you know what? Bomber or more minions? I'm not sure if I wanted more minions, so I was like, let's take the bomber for splash coverage on the ground. Okay, so as this battle starts off here, I decide, you know what? Let's try to split our archers up and just get a little bit of easy chip damage. But unfortunately for me, my opponent here, you know what? He's like, let's just go straight up with the golem. Why not, right? Because that's totally what a golem player would do. Start a golem right at the beginning of a match. So, unfortunately for me, I didn't have anything that could really deal with the golem so well. And I was like, you know what? Alright, let's just put down a Sparky. Sparky wrecks golem a little bit. And then he drops a bandit. So, in my mind, I was like, okay, let's just group this up here with the tornado. He'll definitely not be able to stop that until he lightnings and there's nothing I can do anymore. So I just try to kill the bandit here so that it doesn't move to my king after, and I just have to take that as loss. So yeah, really early into the game we just lose that tower so horribly. I tried sending the miner here and I thought archers are supposed to take out minions, but apparently I'm wrong. Yeah, the minions were just too powerful for these archers and I couldn't do anything, man. I couldn't do anything. And I hesitated so long here just to think of how to deal with the Royal Giant. I was like, bomber or minion horde? I wasn't sure. I really wanted to save the minion horde, but I sent it out anyway. And now he uses an Inferno Dragon. So he uses Mega Minion, he used his Inferno Dragon, and I'm like, wait, aren't those all the counters for my Lava Hound? So I was like, let's just start off this Lava Hound push. And as we move on here, he's like, let's just drop this bandit here, and I don't know why I panicked. I dropped the bomber. He still got the shot off with the bandit's charge attack. So as we move on here now, my opponent lightnings him the archers. I'm not sure of why of all things he lightnings, but he just did that. So as the Mega Minion goes down, I send in the Minion Horde as well, and the miner there just to try to frustrate him a bit. I tornadoed the bandit towards the minions and then I just wrecked that tower, man. I just wrecked the tower because he couldn't do anything anymore. So now he's probably mad right now because he sent in the Royal G. So I dropped the Sparky here in hopes to try to kill it, and yeah, he lightnings again, resetting the charge. And I didn't realize this at the time, but I placed the Sparky off to the other lane, so that Sparky goes to waste. At least that's what I thought. So moving back onto the right here, he freezes everything. I tried to counter his Inferno Dragon, but he's actually destroying my horde, and things do not look good, man. Things do not look good. So the Hound bursts here and I try to get a little bit of fireball value. It works out alright, but just as things seem hopeless, I tornado everything away, and look at that, the Sparky still alive, going strong, just barely managed to shoot down the King Tower there. Now I really didn't see that going on there. I thought that was game, but that Sparky was a ninja, man. Sparky was so sneaky there and she just demolished his King Tower. Okay guys, so this is the last battle here for the video, and I take the bandit here, and we have a miner or a mini P.E.K.K.A. I'm like, the mini P.E.K.K.A. would just counter the miner so well, so why not? Royal Cancer or Ewiz, definitely Ewiz, and lightning or rocket. Now this was a tough one, but I think lightning does better overall. So he gave me the princess. Luckily for him, he has the miner, but things don't always go according to plan. So he was really considering sending in the miner and the graveyard here, but I saw him drop the miner, so good a time as any to drop the princess. So we have bandit countering the miner here, and both of them are just going towards the bridge. So he sends the bomb tower on the right, and I was like, prince down the left, man, you just gotta go with the prince. So that giant is basically torn up. Not much it can do anymore, really. And yeah, he just had to sit there and take that. So I send in this ice spirit here just to try to soak up some of the damage that would have been done with the horde, and I combo the princess, so everything is just demolished. He couldn't do anything there. He even zapped the witch just to prevent any more chip damage. I tried to save the princess with the bandit but couldn't do anything. And look at this now. He's spending so much elixir just to counter my bandit here. I probably have like 2 more elixir than him, but just because of previous trades, he's just going down, man. He's just losing so much elixir. So as the bomb tower goes down like halfway, I send in the prince and I was hoping for something to lightning, but apparently he has royal giant and giant, which really sucks for him honestly. My deck actually counters his deck really well, so there's not much he can do. He sends in a rocket. He gets good value here because he clipped the tower and the witch, but look at this. Ice Spirit, Mini P.E.K.K.A, even if he had the elixir for the minion horde at the time, there was no way he was going to get that to work out because the Ice Spirit would have frozen the minions or the minion horde and the princess would have just cleaned them all up. This deck just counters him so much. I was pretty sorry for him actually. I mean, I was glad I was winning, but it's not fun when your opponent has straight up counters to everything you got. So Ice Spirit and Ewiz now. So everything just goes down and now I'm just rushing here. I wanted to lightning everything at the end. I'm sorry for the lag. But yeah, that's just gonna be a good streak round here. And that's just game. So, if you enjoyed the video and you're new to the channel, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more Clash Royale content. Also, I'd like to express my condolences to Jesse's family. Thanks for stopping by again everyone. And I'll see you all in the next Clash Royale episode. Peace out guys.